Well, these cards couldn't be more accurate. Okay, thank you, God. All right, we had 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, the Moon, 9 of Wands, and the Devil. We're having a Mother's Day message, okay? It is not meant to be negative. It is meant to be helpful. It is meant to maybe make us think a little outside of the box, okay? I was talking about how sometimes we think we're the ones being mistreated, but in fact, we could be stuck in old patterns and traumas that are maybe not making us the most comfortable to be around sometimes. For children who are stuck with us in our negative traits sometimes, and positive, if that's great, but the negative until they're able to get out on their own. Okay, that is not easy for anyone. All right, so just think about it like that. If you don't like a partner, you can get away from them. If you don't like a job, you may or may not be able to walk away. But a child has no choice but to be stuck with our toxic little butts sometimes. Sorry. All right, the 10 of Pentacles is long-term success, stability, family legacy, passing a legacy to your future generations. It's important. We change, we dive deep, we find out that, sometimes we could be the toxic ones, and start changing that so you can have a better relationship with your kids and, understand where they're coming from sometimes. 7 of Pentacles is patience, perseverance, long-term rewards, and potentially readjust your plans. So if you think that you're the one that's being treated a certain kind of way, you might want to rethink that, okay? Readjust your thinking so that you can have the goal of a happy relationship, and with that, your future generation, your family's future generations will understand how to treat each other better. So you're only, creating a legacy of love and letting go of all the toxic stuff you picked up from your parents and their parents and just generations of toxic crap. Okay. The Moon is illusion, deception, the subconscious, confusion, hidden truths, and things that may be different than they are seen. So, old toxic stuff you picked up that you're spewing out onto your own family. When you think that you're being the one treated a certain kind of way, it may be different than what you're seeing. It might be the opposite. Okay. Just messages. This is meant to help us. Okay. 9 of Wands, resilience, perseverance, strength to overcome obstacles, standing firm in the face of challenge, setting boundaries if they are being disrespectful. Even if you're maybe part of the problem, you still need to set boundaries. Nobody wants to be walked on by their children or anyone else, and vice versa. Refuse to give up even when you're weary. So even on those days where you feel like nobody's giving you the props that you deserve, first of all, you do deserve them. It's a very, very tough job. And I will give you the props if nobody else does, okay? It's not what this is about. It's not taking away from all the work that you do. It's just maybe helping you relate to your surroundings in a better way. Then we ended with the Devil, which is temptation, being trapped in unhealthy patterns. This is what I'm talking about. Negative influences, which could have been your parents. I know they loved you, but it could still be negative. A shift towards self-awareness. What am I doing to create some of these things, right? Break free from limiting beliefs and behaviors. It's a great reading. I mean, it's 100% on point with what I'm trying to tell you. I love you, ladies. I am so for my lady friends, okay? We are awesome beings, powerful, amazing, loving, creative beings. There's something on my screen that's not a freckle. I don't care, but just saying. I keep looking at it. Oh no, hang on. Let me get rid of it because it's making me crazy because I'm a Virgo. Okay. All right. I think it's gone. Carrying on because Virgos, perfectionists. We're not perfect, but we have to be like, we have still, that little speck will just make us nuts. We all have things. Just think about how my poor kid feels. I love you, son, so much. Oh, I really do. Thank God for him. He's more mature than me very often. Very, very often. That's the crazy part. All right. Our oracles were Rita Cassia. Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. My glasses for this. Okay, Rita. Thank you so much for your message. 13. There's a whole story behind these. It's a very interesting book. It talks about each divine feminine. But I'm going to just go to when your soul selects her card. Despite popular belief, Saint Rita isn't about suffering or martyrdom. Not in this context. Here she is about the miracles that happen when we choose to be steadfast about something or someone, ourselves, and getting rid of toxicity. This does not mean remaining in a situation that is harmful to us. It means knowing that we can believe anything is possible and that everyone is ultimately forgivable. Because forgiveness isn't about someone else. It's about freeing ourselves. Right. We might have to draw fierce boundaries and possibly never see this person again. That's if somebody... I'm going to leave that out. That's a thing. That's sometimes you have to have tough love with your children and stuff like that. That's true, but let's not get into that. But we can pray from any distance that a light larger than our own transforms them, that a love that's greater than what we alone can hold and have for them might offer them a new life. But let's just say for ourselves. Saint Rita is asking us foremost to never give up on what we want for ourselves, and she's suggesting that the path to what we desire is in our belief that it is still possible. Possible to change toxic patterns. We might know how or when things will align. We might not know how or when things will align for us, but we can participate in deep prayer. A bone trust that at some point what we most desire will arrive. Right, that's awesome. A soul voice meditation you can do is, what do I believe is possible for my life? An intention is, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. That's right. I mean, you can always pray and ask for help and guidance in how to communicate better and heal from things that you could be holding inside and passing off to your children. Right? I highly suggest it. I have actually had the conversation with my son and apologized for any kind of mistakes that I made as a parent because of what things that I had been through. And I think I feel really good that I did that. And it helped, and it opened up dialogue between us. Okay. Anana, the Queen of Heaven and Earth, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Right, your shadow, it's part of you. It's nothing to be ashamed about. It's just something to work on, It's just something to work on. It's nothing to feel ashamed about. You picked it up along the way. It happens. That's what life is about. It's a classroom. It's a classroom and a journey to figuring out how to fix yourself and the world for your future, your family's future generations, if nothing else. It's what my goal is. Definitely, it's what my goal is. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. When your soul selects her card, Anana goes into the depths of her own unconscious to merge with her twin sister self. She becomes more powerful because she is no longer using conscious psychic energy to keep her shadow or negative attributes hidden deep underground. Right. She courageously descends and faces the aspects of herself that are hard to get to when she's fully dressed or cloaked heavily in the ego. Anana is an invitation to get naked. She wants us to drop our defenses. She wants us to see how holy and sacred it is to be vulnerable. As above, so below. This is an alchemical adage that suggests heaven and earth are not so separate. It suggests that within us, deep down in the dark cages where we place parts of ourselves, the truths that exist there also exist right here on the surface of our everyday lives. Exactly. These are so good. So if we are exerting great amounts of energy to keep from seeing our shadow, it is actually playing a large role in our conscious life. When we can face what we think is dark or negative about us, I mean, really embrace it and see it for what it is, a beautiful broken place that's a call for love, that we can emerge more whole. We can marry the light and dark aspects of our being, and in uniting with our twin sister from the depths, we can stop projecting her onto other women and our families. It's touching. We can see and own the hot mess we often are and not get sabotaged by it. The light must cast a shadow, and the high priestess is the one who gets called to love them both. Soul voice meditation. Can I love my shadow as much as my light? Intention. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Oh my gosh, those were good. That teared me up a little. We just have to accept. Heal. And become whole, you know? That hit home. Okay. Let's go to rose quartz. As if my eyes weren't puffy enough. We're in Florida. It's raining. And I have allergies. I think, I don't know. Sometimes I think sensitive people, empaths, intuitives, healers, our bodies don't, you know, I think we're more sensitive to things, including, you know, as much as I love nature, it doesn't love me very often. But allergy medicine makes me feel weird. So anyway, excuse me, my sniffles. I want to find rose quartz. Okay, 131. That was really good. That message, like I said, that message, wow, that hit home. Rose quartz. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love cats and lions. Oh, you hear the thunder? Ooh. Yeah, rose quartz. Our message for today. Oh my gosh. Rose quartz teaches the ability to transcend yourself and merge with another person or plant or stone, an animal or the sky above. The dirt beneath your feet, a volcano, the endless roll of the ocean, all are one. Rose quartz knows that you can soften your edges. You can, yeah. Till you blend, blur, weaving yourself into the web of the world, healing the bits of you that life has broken. Blend and blur, and then come back to selfness. You are you, and you are we. Rose quartz whispers, all moments of rose quartz style love to infuse. Allow moments of rose quartz style love to infuse your awareness of your singular reality. Oh, that's pretty. What else? Let's see. A reflection. I am. Rose quartz blush is caused by a combination of manganese, which feeds the heart, titanium, which lends unbreakable strength, and iron, which grounds and centers. We too are made up of different parts. When different parts make up your being, and what different parts make up your being, and how do they play out in your personality? The ancient poet, I don't know how to pronounce half of these words, Emerson, wrote a poem made of I am declarations. There are many translations of this poem originally written in Gaelic. You can use this model to declare who you are. I am the wind blowing off the sea and the crest of the ocean's wave. I am the fox hidden in the underbrush and the hawk soaring above the cliff. I am the sun glistening on dewdrops and the leaves that heal the heart. I am the stillness of the lake and the echo of the mountains, off the mountains. I know the secrets of the dark and hidden spaces, the cycles of the moon, the place where the sun sets, and how a new day begins. I can't read right now because my eyes got blurry. I'm sorry. It's really small. It's kind of hard to read, but pretty good message. Okay. Love. Get rose quartz. If you're feeling down, if you want to attract love, if you just need a little boost. It's a nice, and it's really pretty. It's a pretty stone. I like it. Wow, that was a little more intense than I thought. Moms, you're great. You're wonderful. Just be able to accept that sometimes you need work too. And what you might be feeling is sometimes what you're putting out, okay? Pray that you can let go of some things that you may have picked up in your childhood and some toxic ways of behaving so that you can be the love and the backbone of your family, because you are anyway, even when we're not being perfect, but it just would help things go more smoothly. Okay, I'm speaking to myself, trust me, I'm not criticizing. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope this helped in any way possible. Thank you for watching. Like and share this if you know someone who might need to hear it, okay? I hope it's not raining where you're at and you can go out and enjoy your day. I'm enjoying mine. I like spending time at home. I picked up an extra shift yesterday, so I worked plenty this week. And I don't mind to being on a rainy day giving messages to you guys, okay? Because that's what I'm called to do. Okay, that's it. All right, I'm out. Love you guys.